Hey, welcome everybody to the Mission San Antonio All You Need Is Love party. And I'm really excited and delighted to be here with my good friend Clem Richardson.
Good to be here, Rich.
So we're going to start you off with this famous melody that we recorded several years ago, and it was a big hit for us.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
And it's going to be again.
All you need is love.
Da, 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 da.
All you need is love.
Da, 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 da.
All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Happy Valentine's Day, Clem.
It is Valentine's Day weekend.
You know, I heart you.
Do you have a cookie for me?
Okay, folks, we are really excited to be here with you today, and welcome to our love party. All you need is love party. We almost don't know where to begin because we've come so far, and thanks to our amazing donors, we're able to preserve this incredible, timeless treasure, Mission San Antonio, and bring it up to safety standards and do so much more for it. We're thrilled that you're able to join us today. And we are on the home stretch of the campaign that has spanned more than a decade. It's been a long road, but one that has been extremely worthwhile, because when it's all complete, the mission will stand in honor and recognition of the past and in service to many, many future generations.
What a great project.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be here at the party in place. This Zoom thing is kind of fun, actually. You can wear whatever clothes you want. We can, you can. And what's a party without a little dance, huh? And dance music. So before we get to the fun of drawing our prize winners, let's all have a little dance and dance party with the official band.
Okay, it's the
official band of the
Clem.
Mission San Antonio, the Flat Rock Boys. I got to tell you, if you don't know, Rich Casey is in another band down there in King City. It's the Los Vaqueros Hunting Club Traveling Band.
And I don't think anybody's ever said all the words together that well.
Yeah, well, Rich, I knew you had a band, and your band has been so much a part of the Mission Project. But I got to tell you, we beat you to the punch on this one.
We didn't quite make the cut.
Yeah, well, we were just a little in front of you. So enjoy, and we're going to enjoy it while you're going.
There's a land where God is nigh. Mountains reach up to his sky. That's where you'll find canyons deep, and you'll find valleys wide. Years I welcome without change, where two rivers run the range, called the Nacimiento and the San Antonio. Flowing by a mission now still, cottonwoods are traded for willows, palisades standing alone by the Nacimiento and the San Antonio. Echo from a rocky hillside, wild sounds from the canyons I ride in, timid deer that graze in their home by the Nacimiento and the San Antonio. Over yonder rides my lady mile high, proud Lucia can see a gringo right by, singing old green oaks a pleasing my view, gold and purple carpets that grew there, shadows of the mountains are thrown to the Nacimiento and the San Antonio.
Well, hopefully we didn't lose you with that. Oh my gosh, that's fun. Well, the heart's pumping. What do they call that stuff? Adrenaline. Adrenaline.
They call it a
flowing,
pacemaker,
baby.
Clem.
Well, if you could listen to that, I think we need to tell them now if you happen to either involuntarily or voluntarily drop off.
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, that this event is being recorded, and everyone is going to receive a link to the event after we're done. So you can always go back and check it out.
You might want to see us again. Maybe
Especially
not.
that dancing, Clem. I don't think the Rockettes are going to be calling us anytime soon.
No.
So a phone number where information can be had is 831-386-0599. If you need more information or want to get more, another opportunity to see the recording later.
So Rich, who are our sponsors?
We have some awesome sponsors, and none of this would have been possible. We would never have gotten to where we are today without the incredible, generous support from lots of wonderful people. The sponsors for this event include Clem and Barbara Richardson,
Rio Farms,
Maria Weinerth,
Weinerth, Joe and Shirley Silvera,
and down to our $1,000 sponsors are Fred and Judy Godoti,
and Christine and David Armanasco,
and the Holiday Seed Company.
good old Nate. Our $500 sponsors are Ann and Jack Rohde,
And then Mark and Angela Putzi and Putzi Electric,
our cousins Greg and Michelle Beach,
and Rick and Maureen Harris. Rick is also on the board.
my chiropractor Curtis Montgomery,
All right. And Hayashi and Whalen.
and Anonymous.
And then
Thank you,
Yeah.
all of you.
Yeah, thank all those wonderful sponsors.
And then a lot of people bought tickets. Wow.
Yeah, they did. Really great support. Our next opportunity to thank people is going to be mentioning our awesome board of directors, bunch of hardworking folks. And we're going to start it off with this lady who has really spearheaded the whole thing, and she's the driving force behind it. And she's just an amazing supporter of the mission, and her energy is boundless. And none of this would have happened without Susan Gill.
Amen. And nor would it have happened without Margaret Duflock.
True that. Joan Steele is also on the board.
And the driving force. Sheila Bankston,
And Rick Harris,
Natalie Rava,
Nate Holliday,
David Armanasco,
and Ann Beckett.
Caitlin Fillmore from the diocese.
All right. And of course, the infamous Clem Richardson.
And my good buddy, Rich Casey. Thank you. Well, some of our board members recently connected with the people that are recording this to talk about what the mission means to us and how important the preservation of the mission was to each one of us. We'd like to share a bit of those stories with you now. Please join us in reflecting on that magic of the mission San Antonio de Padua and what it has brought to our lives as we share our thoughts with you.
Mission San Antonio is a special place. History comes to life here. It is a place where the natural environment offers a consciousness of simplicity to a world that becomes more and more complicated every day.
It captivates your heart the moment you're driving into it because it is in its natural setting.
It's like you're taking a step back in time. You can visit the mission and you don't have to put up with the lights and the noise of a city. You can truly experience the mission as it was.
There's something in my heart that just wants to see this building be there for future generations. It's just such a beautiful place of history.
And you feel the peace that overcomes you in there, and knowing how many people have been served over all the years and decades inside that church and how they've walked out of that church with the feelings that they have looking out on the expanse of grounds. I just can't say enough about it because it is really one of the most special places I have been in California.
You know, when you go to Mass there, usually there's some soldiers there, and when we're on retreat, we make a point of praying with them, you know, just to thank them and honor them.
We need places to retreat to, places to regroup and re-energize, to reconnect or to recenter ourselves. We need places where we can come and be still in a world that is so frantic with activity.
The mission is such a holy and wonderful, peaceful place. I've been going back on these retreats now for more than 30 years. And I've seen a lot of men's lives change on it.
I had a gentleman I met here who had come here to commit suicide. He was coming to say goodbye. He had his end days all planned out. But he found in this place a simplicity, a strength, courage to move forward and to move on with life and to embrace life. To me, that is this mission's mission at its very best.
The state had mandated that Adobe buildings be retrofitted or else they would have to close to the public. And this is, we call it 100-year fix. It should be able to be standing for the next 100 years.
Susan Gill asked me to get involved with this retrofit project that was going to get started. And I kind of knew the importance of it because my family, my mom was a Hartnell, and the college there was named after our grandfather, great-grandfather, and the first building that he used to teach in is no longer there. And I thought, well, I don't want that to happen here at the Mission San Antonio. It's such a beautiful place.
Back a long time ago when I was young, we looked forward to the Mission Fiesta every year because we have cousins spread up and down this valley. And that would be one place we could all get together at the Mission Fiesta, and the kids could play the games, and the parents could visit, and grandparents and aunts and uncles. And we always look forward to that Mission Fiesta every year.
There's so many beautiful things of history at San Antonio that mean so much to me and to so many people. I'm so thankful that we are at the final part, phase 5, of finishing the mission. And we can really see the light. We can see it, that we're almost there, and we're so excited.
The privilege that it is to be a part of this project, to be able to bring this mission up to modern day, not for us, but for the future generations.
Thanks so much, Clem and Rich, for getting us started today. And thank you to all our donors, our sponsors, and our board members. And thank you for buying tickets. We've sold almost 600 tickets today, and so that's very exciting. And thank you for your support for the last 10 years. Now let's draw some of these wonderful prizes and find some winners.
You're gonna do the drawing?
Yeah, I'll do the drawing. David my husband is nice enough to join us today, and I'll switch around and let's see who I got. Maureen Harris.
What prize was that?
That is number 1, Hotel Cheval. It's also, there's 2 gift certificates to dinner at La Bonne Travola and Thomas Hill Mission Organics. And so excited to have one of our winners. Okay, this is number 2. That's number 1. So
I'm gonna pull up number 2. Here we go.
Okay, this prize was donated by Christine and David Armanasco. It is a dinner for 12 people at the Sardine Factory Wine Cellar, very exclusive. And we had a lot of people put their tickets into this particular drawing. Okay, why don't you draw this one? Greg and Michelle Beach from Salinas, our winners. Great.
Good job.
Okay, now, whoops, I have more to say. Sorry about that. I just want to get off the camera as soon as possible. Next, we're going to have a video by Jones. It's from Joan Steele. She's administrator of the San Antonio Mission. This project would not have been done without Joan. She's done so much work for the restoration of our mission. But she's also been witness to many day-to-day miracles that have happened at the mission. And she's here to tell us a story about one of those things that's happened. So she'll tell you herself.
At a recent fundraising event about a year and a half ago, before COVID, we had two gentlemen that were here who sat side by side at a dinner event. One was a descendant of the Salinan tribe. The other one was a descendant of a Spanish soldier who was stationed here in 1773. They had quite the conversation. They talked about the past of the mission. They talked about what would have happened between the two of their ancestors. And then they made apologies. And they decided to shake hands and move forward as friends. To me, that is a wonderful, wonderful story that exemplifies what happens here at the mission.
Hey, folks, thank you so much for all you do for the mission, Joan. We are incredibly grateful for Joan, and her deep knowledge and enthusiasm for the mission is amazing. And if you ever have the opportunity to join her on a tour of the mission or see one of her mission presentations, man, it's totally worth it because she's really awesome. So now let's draw two more winners, and my lovely wife Sharon is gonna help me do that. The first one is for 3-night stay in a beautiful private home in Ashland, Oregon, and tickets to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. You want to do the picking, Vanna?
Sure.
Huh, it says Rich Casey. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It says Maritza Trujillo in Carrillo Farms. Congratulations, Maritza. All right, I'll do the shaking this time, okay?
Okay. And it's for?
Oh, I mean, to say what it's for, but I'm supposed to hold it here so they can see what it's for. This is a $500 Amazon gift card, generously donated by Sheila and Alan Bankston.
You're drawing.
Okay. It's so complicated.
You can read this one.
Hayashi and Wayland.
All right, congratulations to everyone there. So the mission is a place of reprieve, healing, soul searching, and connections for so many people in our community, including me. And my family legacy goes back almost more to around 1900, when my great-grandfather used to hang out in what they called the Valley of the Oaks. And then he passed that enthusiasm, that love of the mission on to my grandmother, and she wound up actually writing 2 books, one fiction and one nonfiction, all about the Padres and the people of the mission, and then about a fictional book about the dramatization of the whole history of that area. So I have a really deep connection out there myself, and I just love the peace and serenity of the mission. And of course, the happy times at the mission as well, like the fiesta. And I started taking my family out there as soon as my my boys were able, and they always enjoyed that opportunity. And Sharon and I were actually talking last night about just what we love about the mission and what we think is so special about it. And of course, there's the archaeology influence there, the incredible history. I mean, you can't even mention California history without talking about the missions, and especially Mission San Antonio, because it's the third oldest mission and one of the largest and most influential and important missions of the whole system. So yeah, it's just a wonderful, beautiful place to go. And it's been restored so well now. That church, the walls, they're so strong and earthquake proof. I think even some of my friends could go in there without the church falling down now. And speaking of love of the mission and deep passion for the serenity of it, last night Sharon said, you know, when I'm out there, I just feel like God is there too. And I thought that was a wonderful way to transition to my friend Clem, because he feels the same way about it. And he is generous enough to share his love for the mission with all of us. And every year he inspires others to join him at the mission for an annual retreat. The retreat has been a turning point for many, just as it was for Clem. So let's take a moment to hear more from Clem in a video we recorded a little while back when we were all discussing the importance of the mission in our lives.
On my first retreat in 1988, I knew there was a God, and I knew I had a relationship of some sort, but I felt God asking me to be completely all in. And I struggled with that, I rationalized that I was all in, but it kept gnawing at me that God wanted all of me. And Sunday morning, when I finally decided to give it a try, I felt a joy and excitement that I had not experienced any time at my life before. And I knew that it was it. And I felt this rejoicing that was there on the mission. Now, maybe it's because my ancestors are buried on the steps there, but I just felt like it was the prayers of all of those people that had been there, rejoicing at a soul saying yes. Now, I know people can go on retreats in a lot of different places, but there is a particular peace, humility, and love that exists down there at the mission that has not just transformed my life, but many lives.
Well, thank you to Clem for sharing that beautiful experience with all of us. He's such an eloquent speaker. I'm excited to be here with fellow board member Susan Gill to pull the next two prize winners. In fact, my husband Jerry and I were honored to donate the next prize, so I'd be honored if Susan would draw the winning tickets. This is prize number 5. This is for a collection of $2,000 worth of wine. So yeah, Jerry dug deep into his wine cellar for this collection. Betsy Caius in San Jose. So, okay, congratulations. And prize number 6. Oh, this is a good one. This is donated by an anonymous donor. This is $500 in cold hard cash. So, okay. Here we go. Isabel Perez in Gonzales. Congratulations to Isabel for that. Okay, the mission is a gathering place for so many people in South County. The fiesta has been an annual highlight for many, many years. Our dear friend and fellow board member, Sheila Bankston, shared a very special story of her first date with the man who is now her husband. And it's our pleasure to share that with you now.
The Mission Fiesta has a special place in my heart because back a long time ago when I was young, we looked forward to the Mission Fiesta every year because we have cousins spread up and down this valley, Salinas Valley. And that would be one place we could all get together at the Mission Fiesta, and the kids could play the games, and the parents could visit, and grandparents and aunts and uncles. And we always look forward to that Mission Fiesta every year. When coincidentally, when my husband and I went out on our very first date, we were out outside of King City, and we were driving down towards the lakes, Nasmiano, and well, we see the big sign that it's the Mission Fiesta today. So we're hungry. We went out to the Mission Fiesta and danced and, just had a wonderful time.
Imagine that. Can I say Sheila's my sister? I'm so proud of her. Anyhow, thank you, Sheila. That was such a perfect story to share because love is all you need today. And the mission sure does create a lot of love. I'm here with my wife, Barbara, and I want to mention one sponsor, prize sponsor that has not been mentioned, and that's Alla Zeltzer. Alla, who's produced this thing for us, and she does such a wonderful job. But we have two more winners, and the first one is prize number 7, and it's a $1,000 Apple gift card. I'm sure hoping I can win something. I'm gonna now turn your head so we can make sure that this is on the up and up. And it is on the up and up. It's Ann and Jack Rohde, and from Owing Hills Estates, California. Hey, congratulations, $1,000. If you don't want it, I can get you my address. Thank you. And then the final prize we have, priceless, I understand that, but Barbara had us do a new backyard. There's a lot of space and grass out there. There's a nice place for the band, the Flat Rock Boys. And so we can give you spacing, even if the color code doesn't change, and get 20 people out there, and then we'll get you a nice barbecue when it's over. It'll be a great Saturday afternoon. And I'm hoping whoever gets it is going to love it. I know they're going to love it. Aren't they, Barbara? Don't you love backyard music?
Yep.
Okay. Can I say that there's more tickets in this one than the others? All right. Well, I can't pick, Barbara. Turn your head. And pick mine. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's Maria Weinereth. Maria, congratulations. Can I say this now? She had a stacked deck. She put $5,000 in there. She is one of our five. Wait, Barbara, I know I've embarrassed you, as I always do, but I love you. All you need is love, honey. Okay. That's all 8 prizes. Where's my buddy, Rich?
Yeah, there are a lot of tickets in that one for the Flat Rock Boys.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
Remember, envy's a sin.
How come so many of them are blank, though?
All you need is love.
Yeah.
You know, it's not supposed to be negative, Rich. It's
I
supposed to
told
be
you I heart
happy
you. I
and
heart you, Clint.
loving. Yes.
That was a lot of fun. On behalf of all of us who love the mission and everyone who will fall in love with that historically rich and spiritual place over the course of future generations, we want to once again thank our sponsors, our prize donors, and everyone who bought tickets, and of course, all of our donors over the last decade.
Nothing short of miraculous what has happened. Almost brings tears to my eyes to see how far we've gotten against all odds. God's been with us, and what a blessing. And this has been a wonderful day today. Wish it could go on for longer. Maybe we'll go to dancing afterwards, but we'd like to give a little bit more love to Alla Zeltzer of Alla and Company. What a great job she did. And whatever goodness you see came out of those videos, it was all her and her sidekick over there, Michael Ruffs, Mike of Cypress Creative Studios, for producing our event today. You guys deserve a little round of applause.
They always do a great job.
Thank you for all of that. Made us look good. If we
Well,
are going to look good,
I don't
made
know
us
about
look good. And a huge thanks to Elizabeth Diaz of Armanasco Public Relations. Elizabeth, for the entirety of the campaign, has brought a humility, a kindness, and just a professional way of saying all the words that I say too many of them. She brings them down and gets them said really well without a whole bunch of my stuff.
Yes, she does.
And then Susan King, she's been the one making sure that all the money that has come in gets to the right place and the acknowledgements. And Susan has done a wonderful job for us as well. So for all of these people, board members, et cetera, for all of our hard work on our event, this particular event. And we want to encourage everyone to help us with this final push. We're not that far from the end. I saw the light when Susan said we can see the light. It was right behind her while she was saying that. To get us through the final phase of our restoration and preservation. Learn more and make your donations at www.preservemissionsanantonio.org. And thank you again, everyone. Rich, always a pleasure to be with you.
You too, buddy.